Good morning to you. Welcome back. How are you doing this morning? I know you're feeling so good because you wake up this morning and you saw Cassandra. Yes. But did you think about, your overall surroundings? You're getting ready, busying yourself with getting out. Did you check all the windows, make sure that they're fastened and everything? Did you? Well, that's good. But you would also like to hear what we're talking about, because we're going to be talking about refusing to be a victim, crime prevention and safety. So let's say good morning to a man who has a name that I know from my childhood. Of course, he's not from my childhood, but David Alcock. I grew up with that name, David Alcock in the morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, David Alcock.
Good morning. Good morning, Barbados.
You ever heard of that, David Alcock?
Several times.
Yeah? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Whenever I'm trying to get asked that question.
You get that question?
Yes.
Yeah, he was quite famous back in the day.
Yeah.
But you're here to talk about refusing to be a victim.
Yes.
So how do I, first of all, take that stand and say I will not be a victim? What are some of the things I can do?
Well, there are several things you can do. First of all, let me just say that refuse to a victim has been around for like about 18 years or so in the USA. And I'm a qualified instructor for refuse to a victim. Now it's an NRA program, and I decided I would bring
NRA?
the National Rifle Association of America.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
Yes, yes, it's been around a long time. So I thought I'd bring the refuse to a victim program to Barbados, since I don't think that there's any type of system like refuse to a victim in Barbados. And what it is, basically, it presents several options to individuals, or as you can see, I'm promoting a seminar. The participants will get several options, and these are ways that you can develop a personal security plan to avoid or prevent criminal attack.
So this is not about saying, if there's an intruder or something, you attack him and say, I will not be a victim. This is about
prevention.
Putting steps
This
in
is about
place
prevention,
so that,
yes. It's about prevention. Even though there are devices you can use, it is also about a mindset. It's about a behavioral change. You may have nice locks on your door or security bars, but do you lock them? Do you actually turn the key and lock those locks? It's about a behavior, deciding not to turn down a particular alley or not to do certain things which put you in harm's way.
I think this is timely because people are starting to really take it seriously now and not just go along and leave the back window, open, because that's what they do. People are monitoring from their desks now.
Yes.
But your seminar is happening on October 23rd. And since you mentioned devices that can be used, I can't help but notice this one that you brought along. It reminded me of the club, the red club with the little hook that people used to use on their cars in the U.S. especially.
Yeah, one such device. This is a door or window club. And it can be used to either brace a door from opening on the interior, or you can take off the top of the ends and you can put it in a sash window. You can prevent the window from opening up.
Okay.
Or you can use it in a sliding door. You can put it in the rails. It'll prevent the sliding door from opening. So there are several different uses for it.
Nice. And the other things you have there?
This, once upon a time you had a peephole that you'd go very close to your door and stick your eye against to see who's outside. Now they're marketing door scopes. This is called a door scope. It allows you to have a wider angle of view on the outside. With a peephole, so one can be.
It's like wide angle lens.
It's a wide angle lens, so you can see if anyone is crouching beneath the peephole. And also too, you can stand about 4 to 6 feet away from this on the inside and see what's going on outside.
Nice. So
it allows you the opportunity to not only see what's going on a wide view on the outside, but to stand way from the door and see what's going on the outside. And this one,
I like that.
Very cool.
Yes, yeah. I mean, you can probably see me from there.
Yeah, I can. Let me see that.
Yeah.
You can put that on the cameras and you don't even have to come to work.
Yeah, right.
Home and focus.
It's not going to work.
It probably won't work that way, but
Let's see if
it works. It works.
Okay, if we turn it that way.
I don't know if the camera will
look
pick up
at
from
you.
there.
Yeah, that's a great tool.
Yeah, I think
Do
it
you
is.
guys
I think
see
it's a
us
very
bigger?
good tool.
If you can see me bigger, it's probably not a good thing right now. That's another one.
And this one, I particularly like. This one is a door stop with an alarm. So, let's say you're in one of the things that the refuse to victim will deal with is travel security, and I think this is a very neat device for anyone in a hotel. I mean, it's happened to me before. I checked into a hotel really late at night. The guy gave me my key. I went to the room, opened the door, pushed it. There was a couple in bed sleeping.
What?
He gave me the wrong key. Imagine if they had a door stop like this.
Oh
once the door strikes this, it sends off an alarm, 100 decibel audible alarm. So you'll know if someone is coming in. And also, too, it helps to stop the door from opening as well. And it's rugged in the design. It won't slide away if it's on the carpet or anything. That's what There are devices, lots of devices like this, and at the seminar I have a table of display items that I will display so people can get hands-on and get familiar with the type of things they can use.
All these are very nifty gadgets, if I would say that. But, you know, the next thing is, and a lot of people become concerned about this, even though with safety you probably shouldn't, is the cost, one, and then availability. So,
the cost of these are not very expensive. And I'm talking less than maybe $20 Barbados or so for each of these things. You know, they're not very expensive. But again, apart from the devices, you know, you may have a nice door stop. Where are you going to use it? Do you forget to use it? You know, so it's not only about the devices. It's about the mindset. It's about refusing to be a victim. You know, it's about doing the things you need to do, and then you have a backup plan. So I represent several options because not everyone is going to be able to install a door scope in their door. You know, I mean, some of these things have to be retrofitted. It is also about, you know, having that mindset that you're going to do the things that are going to prevent you from being a victim. That's the name of the program. You refusing to be a victim.
And I suppose at the seminar, this is what you're going to be trying to instill or try to get people to start thinking about. Start thinking about. So what are some of the things you're going to be looking at in the seminar?
The seminar covers like psychology of the criminal mind, mental preparedness, home security, physical security, automobile security, out-of-town travel security, technological security, and the list goes on. Some of the things which I can tell you now that I want to get over to people, like this morning I saw, you know, when people are jogging early in the morning or at dusk, you know, and they have earphones, and you know, especially females, you know, they have earphones and they're listening to the iPod.
You don't know
it's a no-no.
Going on around
you don't know what's going on around you. You know, you've just disabled one of your major senses. Some of the other things we tell people, automobile security, for instance. Are you coming to your car, you know, with your key in your hand? Or are you
waiting
BBM, or are you fumbling in their bag for the key? Or, you know, there's so many things we want to get over to people. Little things that you can do that, you know, there are the messages you send out unwittingly to criminals saying, you know, I'm an easy target. That's what we're trying to get over to people. You don't have to be an easy target. There are things you can do. You know, when the guy looks at you and says, no, that person, you know, they're aware of their surroundings. That's the other thing we want to talk about, situational awareness. How do you modulate it? Are you at a low level of security? If you're at home in your living room, you're probably at a low level of security. It isn't totally turned off. We're at a low level. As opposed to if you're in a familiar supermarket, but with unfamiliar people, you're probably at a medium level of security. As opposed to if you're in a completely new environment with completely new people, you're at a high level of security. You know, so we want to talk about those things like situational awareness as well, you know.
All right. I see that you also mentioned phone security. How, you know, how does that go?
Phone security, two aspects. Phone security comes under technological security. For instance, a lot of people don't have BlackBerry messengers, but you have a lot of people on your BlackBerry list, but are they all your friends? Now, are you going to put up a status saying, oh, I'm out of town for the week?
I don't understand
everybody
that.
knows that you're out of town. People who are, you know, Facebook, for instance.
They can track you.
They can track you, you know. People stay in their nice vacation destinations and send pictures back home, but on your Facebook. But is everyone on your Facebook your friend? Do you want them to know you're out of town for a week? You know,
I said to people that friend thing is very loosely used.
Very loose. It's a very loose definition on these type of networks. The other thing about telephones is that we're pushing the concept of a safe room.
Yes.
Now, usually we heard about safe rooms when it comes to natural disasters like hurricanes and stuff.
There's a movie
about panic room, right? Exactly. You know, but do you have a room in your house that you can retreat to if the intruder does get in? Which room is it going to be? Do you have kids? Is it going to be your room, or is it going to be your kids' room? Is there a family plan? Exactly, it's about preparedness. I think it's better if you have your kids' room, if that's the safe room, because if you have very young kids, they may not understand and need to flee to your room. But you as a parent, you're naturally going to go to the kids' room anyway. So you flee to your kids' room. You have a telephone in that room, not necessarily a corded phone, because that can be easily disabled by taking. If you have a cordless phone, intruder takes one set off the base, your phone is disabled. So you maybe want to have a mobile phone, which is not as easily disabled as a corded phone. You know, those fall under technological security and safe room and stuff like that.
How do people register for this though? Because I see that there is you have to register to be a part of the seminar.
Yeah, registration is being done at the Barbados Employment Center. That's the H.J. St. John's building, Fontebelle, opposite Mannings, and the cost of the seminar is $50 per participant.
Are you hoping that a lot of people who are involved in neighborhood watches and those sort of organizations would come out to this seminar? I'm
hoping so. I'm hoping because what what we're really trying to promote here is neighborhood watches. That's really in the domain of the Barbados Police Force, Royal Barbados Police Force. But yes, we're hoping that people and communities and residents come out to the seminar. Also, we're hoping to take the seminar into communities, because I believe it is more effective if a community, participates in the seminar. That way, everyone in the community is on the same page. Everyone knows what to do. Not only is there a household plan, but there's a community plan, a plan of action in case there's a criminal attack or events like that, So we're hoping, yes, to promote neighborhood watches as well.
Okay.
So where is it again, and what time is it starting?
It's at the Warrens Office Complex. That's in Warrens, 23rd of October, starting at 4:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. 4 hours, jam-packed with information.
I can tell you.
How many presenters are you going to have? Or you just?
I'll be the only presenter.
It's going to be interactive though? People are going to get it?
Definitely. We want to ask people to share their experiences and what they would have done. Lots of people have experiences. They want to know whether they did the right thing or what can they do. Sometimes you feel a little helpless that, you see an attack in progress. What do you do? So people want to know those things. So we're definitely encouraging people to share their experiences at the seminar.
All right. Refuse to be a victim is the title of the seminar. You will learn tons of things, as Mr. Elcock just said, the psychology of the criminal mind that you need to understand so you know what you're up against. Home and phone security, automobile and travel security, personal and technological security, self-defense devices and training options, and more. The more includes some of these gadgets that you would have seen today, and I'm sure you'll be doing the demonstrations there as well. The cost again is $50.
$50 per participant.
Okay, and you can visit the website www.nrartbav.org, and their telephone numbers. Perhaps you can share those as well.
Well, my telephone number is 236-1308, and the BC's information is on the flyer. Also, I want people to know there's also a Facebook group called Refuse to be a Victim Barbados. Refuse to be a Victim Barbados, that's my Facebook group. I provide daily tips on that group. So you can join.
Nice.
You can join and you'll get the tips I provide every day.
Okay, Colin's going to get this I Spy Who's Outside of My
I
Door.
like that. I'd be sitting in my home and watching my neighbors.
That's not what it's for, Colin.
We need to refuse to be a victim of Colin.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Yeah. But seriously, that's fantastic. This, however, looks like the fork that camera guy right there, when he's eating. Yeah, that one. That's the size of fork that he has. But seriously, though, thank you very much, David Elcock, for dropping by. And we hope that this seminar is a real huge success. We hope that people come out and learn. It's always a good thing to learn new things.
Of course.
Refuse to be a victim, October 23rd at the Warrens Office Complex. It's only 4 hours of your time, but you will go away with a whole lot. And you can get something, one of these nifty gadgets. So thanks a lot again.
Thank you. Thank you.